They said my flagpole was too tall, so I showed them what real height looks like. The flagpole stood 20 feet high in my front yard with aluminum construction and proper foundation. I flew the American flag daily after my son deployed to Afghanistan as a 22-year-old Marine on his first combat tour. I raised it each dawn and took it down each evening with proper folding because the flag connected me to him during his deployment. Robert from the HOA board appeared after 2 weeks and measured the pole before handing me a violation notice. Maximum flagpole height was 12 feet according to architectural guidelines. Mine exceeded that by 8 feet, so I had 30 days to replace it with a compliant pole or remove it entirely, despite my explanation about my son serving overseas. Robert said he respected military service because his own father was a veteran, but tall flagpoles created visual clutter and set bad precedents. He suggested a tasteful magnetic flag decal for my garage door instead. The violation stood with fines set at $400 per month. I researched the guidelines and discovered those restrictions violated federal law. The Freedom to Display the American Flag Act protected residential flag displays and specifically prevented HOAs from restricting flagpoles used for American flags. I sent certified letters to every board member citing the federal statute, but Robert replied through the HOA attorney claiming the law prevented bans but allowed reasonable size restrictions. I contacted a veterans legal advocacy group that connected me with a law firm specializing in military family rights. We filed federal suit alleging violation of the Flag Act, discrimination against military families, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. My son submitted a deposition from Afghanistan describing what the flag meant to him. Federal law was crystal clear about no restrictions on flagpole height, and the HOA's defense collapsed. The court granted summary judgment within 6 weeks, ordering the HOA to pay my legal fees exceeding $22,000, plus compensatory damages of $15,000. Then local news covered the story. A reporter discovered Robert had selectively enforced the rule because 3 other residents had tall flagpoles, but received no violations, since all 3 were his personal friends. The state attorney general opened an investigation into discriminatory enforcement. Robert resigned before formal charges, while 2 board allies also quit. The HOA issued a formal apology and installed a community flagpole standing 25 feet tall, dedicated to all neighborhood military families. My son came home safe 8 months later and saluted that flagpole in our yard first thing.